Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here, and today I'm going to be talking about a person who decided to spend nearly $65,000 on a single Roblox hat. Now, I'm more than sure a lot of you are aware that some Roblox hats are very expensive. As you can see on the screen, there are numerous that are in the millions of Robux to purchase on the catalog. Like, for example, the Dominus Empress right here, 12 million Robux to purchase. Now, what if I told you that there was someone who recently decided to spend $65,000 buying Roblox cards and using that money in the Roblox cards to purchase one of these insanely expensive hats? With that Robux, this person decided to purchase an item known as the Lord of the Federation. Now, this item is one of the rarest and most expensive items on Roblox. And just in case you guys are curious as to what this item looks like in 3D and all that, this is what this item looks like. It's a very good looking hat in my opinion, at least. That's just my opinion though. I mean, if you take a look, it looks very, very cool on a Roblox player. And it's the most expensive and, the highest tier of a bunch of these different Federation hats. But this one is considered the highest tier of the Federations. And it shouldn't go with the surprise that an item like this, that's very expensive and very rare, doesn't sell very frequently. If you take a look at the wrap chart, up until very recently, you can see that there are no sales. Like, you can see there's only one isolated green dot recently. And if you guys are curious as to how much this item was purchased for, it was purchased for a whopping 7.1 million Robux. Now, if I go to 30 days, you can see that this item was actually purchased on the 13th of January, which means that this happened less than a week ago. It actually happened a few days ago. But something interesting to note about this purchase, aside from it being a very, very big purchase at 7.1 million Robux, I just can't wrap my head around that. But something very interesting about this is that this is actually the biggest purchase of an item in Roblox history. Never before has anyone spent this much Robux on a limited before. And I was kind of thinking about it. What if a developer, instead of cashing out their Robux, like this would obviously have to be a big name developer, what if instead of cashing out their Robux, they decided to spend even more Robux just to hold the record? I'm very intrigued by this, and I want to see how this plays out. I really hope, for the sake of the person who purchased it, that doesn't happen, because this is already a very, very big purchase. Again, it's $65,000. Now, I'm more than sure a lot of you might be wondering, how do I know that this person spent $65,000 in Roblox cards? Well, what if I told you that this person actually reached out to me on Discord and told me that they spent $65,000, as well as sent me a few videos of just how many Roblox cards they had to purchase in order to get 7.1 million Robux. As you guys could see in this screenshot, I basically asked for a little bit of a confirmation from the person who reached out to me saying that they did this purchase and everything, just to be sure that I wasn't talking to somebody who was pretending. And as you can see, I asked them to just send me a Roblox message saying something extremely random that absolutely nobody would ever just randomly send to you. And in that case, I just typed out the first words that came to my mind, which were, "I am super epic, man." But anyway, as you can see, he said, "What if I send you a friend request?" And I said, "That'd be pretty cool too." And after asking for my username, they said sent. And if I show you guys the profile of the person who actually bought the Lord of the Federation, as you could see, I have a friend request inbound from this user. And just in case you think that this is a fake friend request, I'm going to refresh for you guys. As you guys could see, I'm refreshing the page and it still says accept. And I guess I'll click it just so you guys could see it turned into friend. If I refresh again, you're going to see it now has 106 friends. And I am now on it. If I go on his friends list and scroll all the way through, you could see that right here, who's toxic, friends 106, just so you guys have a little bit of confirmation and a little bit of proof here. Now, this is one of the 2 videos that he actually sent me, showing me how many Roblox cards it really takes in order to make such a big purchase with that much Robux. And this is just yet another video of him showing just how many Roblox cards it really takes. You can see he picks up a bunch, he moves the bag. You can see he really shows over here how many Roblox cards this really is. Like, I'm at a loss for words. Look at how many Roblox cards are stacked up in that drawer. That is just a lot of Roblox cards, okay? And he also sent me this video where it shows him actually purchasing the Lord of the Federation. As you can see, if I go back, you can see right here, this part, it says, "Would you like to buy the hat Lord of the Federation from Disgraced Baron for 7.1 million Robux. And I already showed you guys on the chart that this is a real purchase and everything. But just in case you guys wanted to see the video of him purchasing it, I'm going to click play again just so you can watch again. Where he clicks accept or buy, whatever the button says. And then as you can see, item owned 1. Which I thought is a really cool thing. I'm glad this was recorded on camera. I'm going to play it one more time just because it's just a really cool video. Because this is the biggest purchase ever on Roblox for a limited. So I think this is pretty cool. Now, before I end off this video, I just wanted to show you guys how I know that this is nearly $65,000 in Roblox cards. Now, even though he told me that it was nearly $65,000, there's not very much proof other than, wow, that is a lot of Roblox cards. But just so you guys are aware, and you know how much it costs to actually purchase the 7.1 million Robux he purchased, let's do a little bit of math, okay? Now, if you take 7.1 million Robux, which is how much he actually spent on that hat, and you divide it by this amount right here, because this is how much Robux he actually got per $100 purchase. If you do a little bit of division and you divide by 11,000 here, this would mean that he had to make, at the minimum, 646 purchases of this package, because you can't do 0.45 of a purchase, you know? So if we just do the math, right? Or even if we leave this number, I'm just going to round it up because for convenience sake. Now, if we multiply this by the price, this will tell us how much he had to spend in order to get that 7.1 million Robux. Now, if we multiply by 99.99 and I press enter, this is how much he spent, okay? And this is how you know that it was nearly $65,000. To purchase 7.1 million Robux on Roblox, it costs $64,593.54. If you don't have that 54 cents, you can't do that last purchase, obviously. But jokes aside, that is a lot of money to be spending on Roblox, let alone Roblox cards. I actually asked out of curiosity why he didn't make the purchase just using a credit card, because, I mean, that is a lot of Roblox cards. That was a lot of work to collect that many Roblox cards just to purchase the Robux, you know? So out of curiosity, I asked him, why didn't you actually just purchase it on a credit card or a debit card? Because, you know, you wouldn't need all those physical Roblox cards. You wouldn't need to redeem them. You wouldn't need to do all that extra work. But as it turns out, after a certain amount of purchases or however much money you spend on Roblox in a day, your card actually gets rejected. At least that's what I was told. So it makes sense to get those Roblox cards because Roblox cards, no matter how much you spend, they don't get rejected. You can redeem as much as you want. So in a way, it makes sense, but that is still a lot of work to obtain 7.1 million Robux. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I am still at a loss for words at the fact that someone decided to spend that much money on Roblox. But like I said earlier, this is actually the biggest purchase in Roblox history. Nobody has ever spent that much Robux on a Roblox Limited before. And honestly, I don't think anyone ever will. It's just such a large purchase that's just so expensive. I doubt anybody will, you know, even if it's a joke by a developer, I doubt anyone is even going to try to beat that record. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.